Hey guys, to another edition to the Son of Anarchy Sam Crow Show. We're gonna be the new title of the series, the Sam Crow Show. With the Son of Anarchy, I'm going back and watching all the Son of Anarchy show episodes, starting with season 1. Unlike the season episode 1, links in the description below if you want to watch episode 1 recap. This is episode 2, Seeds. And it was a lot of seed planting with the show. They planted a whole lot of seeds to build up the show and what the show gonna be all about. The recap of the show is they are figuring out what they found 2 dead girls in the so-called weapon warehouse at the beginning of episode 1, and brought a lot of heat, not only from the county but from the state of Charming, from the city of Charming. So they brought a whole lot of heat with not only the police but with the skinheads and the Mayans. So that is planting a seed. Even though they got rid of those bodies, it really planted a seed of really the cops against the whites, the skinheads, and the Mayans, because those weapons were meant for the Mayans, but they switched around and gave it to the Niners. So they got paid. The Niners paid them for the weapons given by the club that were meant for the Mayans. That was stolen off of the skinheads. So they made a deal with the Mayans, and I'm not going to trust them. I definitely would not have trusted them, the skinhead and the Mayans. Working together to take out the Niners and the club. So, and the dilemma of in the next story arc was freaking Opie. Opie is having a somewhat of a dilemma to uphold with Donna and the club. He is having such a dilemma of living a good life, between living a good life and living with the club. And Donna is having such a struggle. Both of them is having a struggle, because Opie, even though he is staying clean, he got a 9-to-5 job working at a mill. He is not making enough money to make ends meet. Like when he was in the club, he was making a boatload of cash. But it was at the expense of him going to jail, and that put a whole lot of stress with Donna, because she was living without a husband and the kids were living without a father for so long that she basically lost faith with the club. She fell out of distance with the club, and I want to get into more in depth with Donna and realizing when you marry into the club, you marry somebody that was in the club that was freaking getting paid well. He was getting paid well, but somewhat not. Like when you marry into a club, It's like a mafia. You marry for life. Not only marry Opie, you marry to the club as well too. So, to me, she is really troubling. Like, if she really didn't like the club, why did you marry him? Why did you go at it? Like, he knew the consequences. He knew that if he maybe get caught, we'll have to do time, and knowing that the club will have your back. And Donna is so thick-headed. Like, she will never, she will not going to let that down. And you will see toward the end of the episode where she had a confrontation with Gemma. Gemma is trying to talk her into the family, inviting her into her home to the dinner. That you are part of the family, you're part of the club. When you marry into the club, you are family, and they will take care of their own. And she wants to stay distance to the club, and that it planted a real good seed for the coming episode. That right there is a fall away moment. Right there, what a fall away moment. And then another fall away moment was the scene with Tara and Gemma at the hospital, knowing that she hasn't forgiven what's her face, the mother, for her sin of overdosing and almost killing the baby. But she know who gave her that gun at episode 1. And she knows that Gemma were about to almost kill. And that's really why she left the club, because it was so toxic. It was so toxic. That's why she wanted a new life, because that club was the death of her, because Gemma was so toxic to Tara. And that is also a fall away moment. And that right there, Tara and Gemma, is such a perfect rivalry for the episode, for season by season rivalry, and it eats her alive seeing Jax having such a relationship with Tara. It eating Gemma alive. I don't. You left the club, and you not gonna turn my baby against me. She having fear that her baby is going to turn on her, knowing the secret. I don't know that Tara knows the secret of what Jackson is going to read in that journal, but Gemma is hell-bent of getting that journal away from Jackson, and they're going to backfire on her, and he will know the truth. But that right there is a fall away moment. That journal, that Tara, Gemma, Jackson, and Clay, that right there is a bunch of falling away moment. And I want to talk about Opie. Opie, one of my favorite characters in the Son of Anarchy series. He is such a likable character. It is a redeemable. He is such a redeemable character. At some point, he really wants to do right. he loved Donna so much that he will leave the club to make her happy. But he knows the risk and he knows the disadvantages is he's not gonna see that much money. Like ever again. Ever again, he will never gonna see that much money ever again pass by. And that is hurting him a lot. Because when you live a certain lifestyle, Opie is he hungered a pain for it. And like his dad is in the game. He grew up a son. And you leaving a heritage that it's gonna be tough to build being clean. And what his father say, you need to grow some balls and stand up to yourself. And like that right there is definitely a big turning point for Opie, because his life is him and Jax is like somewhat like brothers in all of this. And Jack and Opie is such a great character and played by a fantastic actor. Alright, let me see what. Let's see something right quick. I want to see something right quick because he was such a great actor, Opie, that was played by Ryan Hurst. Ryan Hurst is such a great actor, and he played it by the T. He was such a great actor because you make you feel like maybe somewhat of sympathy for him. Like he is trapped between a rock and a hard place. Somewhat, if he go with the club, he hurting Donna. You go with Donna, you hurting the club. But you can't be on the fence. You cannot be on the fence with the club. So, Wendy, yeah. I like Wendy. Yeah. But it was such a fantastic. It's just planting seeds. Like in this episode, it's just planting seeds of what will be going on throughout the season, throughout the episodes. After this, so it's gonna be a fun journey to go through, and I think about doing it maybe twice a week, but don't take my word for it. So once a week, maybe twice, if you're lucky, twice. But once a week, an episode of recap will be on my Techno Nerds Wrestling TNW channel. So look out for that. Like, comment. What's your favorite moment from episode 2 of Seeds? So And I want to talk about the sheriff, the deputy sheriff. That was definitely a seed right there. Seed and his deputy sheriff, Hal, really want to clean up Charmy and make it out to be a great city, avoid of the Son of Anarchy, the club. But Clay is so hell-bent of not having Hal as a sheriff for the city. He won't Wayne to stick around for 6 months, and that right there is a final away moment. That right there, that is definitely setting things up of what's going to happen at the end of the season, and it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a doozy. It just planting. That's why I love this episode so much. Is planting seeds. And like you're not gonna get, it's not gonna sprout up all at once. It planting seeds for not only for the next episode, but for season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5, and we'll get to season 7, and you will come to this moment, this episode. And you see why Gemma wants to keep away that book, that journal, away from him. You see why Hal wants to get rid of the sons out of Charmy, but he's not going to succeed. But let's go. Leave a like, comment down below for more of the Son of Anarchy. I'm loving this series, and let's have some fun with it. Alright, like once a week would be a guarantee, but twice a week would be lucky. But you get like 2 videos a week. So I don't know how many episodes the Son of Anarchy. Let me check right quick. Dang it, you went to sleep on it, you bastards. I believe it 8 episodes. I don't know why I gave up. But no, it's 13 episodes. It's 13 episodes each season. 13, 14 episodes. So it's gonna be a ride. It's gonna be a great ride. So leave a like, comment down below, and I will see you in the next video.